mock it up, and it's kind of tricky. As you see, look at how close the wastegate and the exhaust is. Before and after the exhaust. It's pretty cool. So there you see the piece that it punched through. Boom. There you go. One dimple die. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome again. This is the next morning. Today we're gonna start with the bottom, the floor plates in the front. Already, you can see right here, I already marked them out where they go. What I'm gonna do here is this has had a little this little cover right there. So what I'm gonna end up doing there is this raised up portion around it is like whatever glue or seam sealer or something. So I'm gonna grind all that down. This has a plastic piece underneath, but what I am gonna do is grind all this down, actually mark it out on like a piece of cardboard or something, make it like a little template. Cut it out of metal, the same size sheet metal we did the gussets with, and then gonna go ahead and patch this up, and then so that way whenever we put the plate on, plate is gonna go right here. See, it's like halfway there, halfway it's not, whatever. And I'm not sure if that's, if they actually inspect the car, if it'll they'll kind of, they'll say that's not good or something, it's going to be a defect. So I'm going to go ahead and patch that hole up. I'm not sure if the other side has it. I'm just going to worry about this side for right now. Do one thing at a time. I'm going to go ahead and patch it up, and then move on to welding the plate. And then I'm going to go ahead and start mocking the tube again underneath. I'm gonna have to cut it, but I'm gonna start mocking it up. It's not too much of a difference because it went from, whenever I was mocking up, it was down here, and it's gonna have to just go up whatever, quarter of an inch, half an inch or something like that. But probably gonna cut it slowly and see if it needs any kind of angle or anything, and then that's it. Then actually I'll probably go ahead and, I might end up having to cut this plastic piece off. I mean, not cut it off, but take it off, because I have to drill the hole on the floor so the cage could go down. That way I could weld the hoop on top. I could drop the cage down and weld the hoop whenever it gets to that point. I kind of wanted to do rocker boxes, but even then, like, I could probably even go this high, but even then, that's not enough space. I'd like to be able to drop the cage as low as possible. So cutting would actually be the best. Cutting would actually be the best option for me. That way it could drop super low, like 4 inches, whatever, 3-4 inches, instead of like 1 inch, 1.5. That way it gives me more space on the top of the cage, so I can go ahead and weld around like everything, like the door bar, or not the door bars, but the door hoops, and then the top bar and all that other stuff. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and clean this whole area up with the put the wire brush on the angle grinder. Go ahead and hit this whole area up, clean it up really good, bare metal, and then do that patch for that hole. After I do the patch for that hole, grind those welds down flush, and then weld in the floor plate onto the floor itself. And then move on with the rest of the cage. I have some progress. Yesterday we did have some progress also. Like I said, did the dimpled eyes and the gussets and fitted this door hoop a little bit better. Today the plan is to make a lot more progress. I want to be able to get both sides done. Eventually I'm going to have to take that door panel off on the passenger side because it is not opening. And since the car's been here, it's been the same thing. It hasn't opened since. So I'm not sure if something in the mechanism is not attached or there's something that's messed up. And now I see like the rubber on the weather stripping is kind of pinched on the door. I'm not sure if that's making it to BMW, so it's weird. So if it like half closes, you can't open it back. You have to close it all the way. So God forbid if you had something pinched on the door like your finger or something like that, you couldn't just open it back again. You have to you had to pull your fingers out somehow. But anyway, yeah, let's get going. Let's start doing this, and then I'll keep you guys updated with the progress. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome again to another video. Just to give you guys an update on the BMW. I know these are short videos, just updates for now. I'm probably gonna put a whole... Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome again to another video. Just to give you guys an update on the BMW. And I apologize for not giving you guys more videos, but here pretty much we are pretty much have everything but the door bars done. Yesterday I was able to finish fitting the driver's side door hoop and got that all tacked up. I think yesterday or the day before. And then yesterday I got the other door hoop all fitted up and tack welded. Everything's tack welded for right now. And the reason, the only thing that's completely welded is the harness bar. But the reason why everything's just tacked on is because I want to be able to actually move the cage. So for example, on the door bars are coming down and then going straight across. Well, over here I will be able to weld all the way around from where I'm at, but back here not so much. So I want to be able to actually move the cage, slide it slightly towards the passenger side to be able to weld around this cage, and then slide it to the driver's side and do the same thing on the other side. Also, the other reason why I have it only tacked up is so I want to be able to take these bottom plates off and then drill the holes so the cage could actually drop down as much as possible. That being said, I will probably geez, I'm not sure yet, but what I'll probably end up doing is dropping the cage first, and then, or I could do the door bars, just do them, tack them up, do the same thing, and then cut the tacks off, take them out, and then drop the cage. Because if I put the door bars, what's going to end up happening is that I have a bar that's going to go here along the door sill, and it won't be able to drop but like an inch or so. Stop eating, that's metal and stuff, go. So that being said, I need the cage to drop as much as possible. If it could drop 4 inches, however tall the car is from the ground, or the cage, and if I have to jack the car up to drop the cage even more, that's even better. That way I could actually get to the top side of like the windshield bar and like the top of the hoop and stuff like that, which is pretty much the only 2 places I would need to get to. So shouldn't be too bad. This is gonna be a little tricky getting in the back of this. It shouldn't be horrible, but it's gonna be pretty tricky because I have all this. I might just end up moving all this wiring and all this other stuff, but this is the nature of the beast. This is one thing that I guess, depending on what you're doing, or depending on what regulation you're looking at, or whatever, it's one of those weird things, I guess. But the knee bar, like I've seen a lot of people put it above the steering column. I've seen a lot of people put it below the steering column. I'm guessing that's just, might just be a preference thing. It might be a regulation thing. I have to I guess, just look it up again and see what it actually is that it calls for. But it's tagged, it's fine. Look, it's functional, so it's good. Another thing that I am going to add, that I need to add, is gussets, which it's gonna be 1.5 inch tubing. It's gonna be from the door hoop to the windshield bar. And a lot of times, I mean, you could probably grab onto this cage and then just get out of the car or whatever, but this is a lot easier. Right there in that corner would be a lot easier for people to grab onto and just pull themselves out or whatever. So I'll probably do that too. And yeah, so I'm pretty happy with yesterday's progress. Got pretty much a lot done. I ended up having to go downtown to get some argon, because they didn't have none the day before, and that set me back quite a bit. So that being said, I got a lot of work I got to do, but I'm glad with how everything's turning out. Like, it's pretty, like here, like how everything's fitting is super nice and tight up here. Over there is almost touching also, just like here. Everything's nice and tight, and so it's starting to look good. These corners are higher than what I would have wanted them to be, but this is my first full cage, so I don't think it's too bad for my first time. I'm definitely not anywhere close to being done. There's a lot of welding that needs to be done, a lot of uncomfortable positions to get into, so I could get this stuff welded in. So we'll see how that goes. A lot of days of pain in my back. So anyway, it's what I like doing. This is super cool to me to see this. I made this, so this to me is super cool. So if you like the progress, let me know. Let me know what you guys like, what you guys think about the cage, what could be better. If you have a lot of experience in cages or whatever, let me know what you think I could improve on, or any tips on how to do it. This, like I said, this is the first time me doing a full-on cage, and it is chromoly, which is a big thing to me because it's super expensive. And it's different to work with. It's a whole different material to weld on and everything. I mean, this is totally different. But it's really nice stuff. I'm doing the best I can on this customer's car, as I do and everybody's for everybody's, all the customers. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about the progress. any recommendations or anything like that, they are more than welcome. I will read them. But that's about it. Stay tuned. Like I said, today I start on door bars. The little gussets on the top of the cage, I don't know if I'm going to do them just yet. That'll probably be one of the last things. And the very last thing that I'm going to do on the cage will be to finish doing the gussets. I will be doing, I did the gussets for the B pillars. I will be doing A pillar gussets. Should come out pretty good. So I'm going to try to do them as long as I can with the metal that I have, so they probably won't be, they will definitely be, I think, a little longer than the ones on the B pillar, but that'll help me tie in this cage pretty good to the car. That's one big thing. A lot of people put a gusset on the roof. Just because of these two gussets, I don't think that gusset is really necessary at all. Plus, if you want to put like a GoPro mount or something on there, I'll definitely leave that open, and you could put like a GoPro mount on the harness bar, or on the rear bars or whatever. So I'm gonna do 4 gussets all the way around to tie the roof in to the rest of the cage. Right now, nothing's completely welded, so you could actually move this cage a little bit. But other than that, and then the last thing, I guess whenever I start putting the car back together, is to put the dash in and cut whatever I need to cut. I hope, and this is one of the reasons why I don't think I'm gonna weld this the knee bar all the way in, is because if need be, if the gauge cluster or something hits or whatever, I will definitely have to go a different route with that knee bar. I don't like it down here because it's real low, but it is what it is. If it's got to go back there, it's got to go back there. So yep, that's about it. I'll probably cut like most of this stuff out since it's already 10 minutes long, but just want to give you guys an update, and stay tuned for more. There's a lot more that needs to be done, so at least 2-3 more days, 4 more days, whatever, however long till I get the door bars done, then taken back out, so yeah, just stay tuned.